Okay, so there's a lot of options here. Naked being one of them, right? Okay, so show status. So, okay, so Vagabond is more around, looks like a healthier boy, maybe? 15 vigor. A warrior has a little bit less, a little bit more in the dex. You know, again, I don't know how to necessarily weight these stats. I don't know how to like really value them. I'm assuming though it's following a similar sort of setup as Dark Souls, where your strength and dex are around weapon usage, how hard you hit, so on and so forth. Endurance being, you know, the same kind of formula that we've been following. But it also seems as though they're trying to put some additional emphasis on being able to mix magic usage along with your weapon ability. So I you know, again, I'm not really 100% sure as to how I want to approach this. There's also like a kit. I see that there's like a starter kit down at the bottom as well for gear. So let's just kind of take a look at all these. So Vagabond, a little bit tankier, mixed everything else. The warrior is kind of the opposite, like sort of a juxtaposed to Vagabond, where it's more dex focused. Hero is like mostly strength with some vigor. That seems like that would be something I might consider leaning towards. A bandit. So see, I don't know what arcane does. What does arcane even mean? It's one thing, I guess, to have the stats, and then it's another thing really to like understand how they apply to the game. Like, what the hell does arcane do? What does that mean? I don't have any context to that. You know what I mean? So explanation. So level cumulative. Okay, so this is good. This is kind of, I think, what we're looking for here. So cumulative figure that represents overall attribute strength. You can level up using runes. Vigor, attribute governing HP, also affects fire resistance and immunity. Okay. Mind, attribute that determines FP, also affects focus. Endurance, attribute governing stamina, also affects robustness. I feel like I need like an encyclopedia inside the site. Like, what the hell does robustness mean? Like, I don't know. Like, should these things be obvious to me? Am I just big dumb? I don't know. I'm using a controller. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller. That's my favorite. How heavy your equipment can be. Strength, attribute required to wield heavy armaments, also boosts attack power of strength scaling armaments and affects your physical defense. Okay. That's probably why I noticed whenever I played like in Dark Souls 3, I played a mercenary, and I noticed I had more dexterity, but then I didn't have, like, whenever I would block something with a shield, I would still end up taking a lot more damage than I would have expected, or than like as compared to like the warrior, for example. Been waiting years for this game. Hell yeah, dude! How exciting, Meth. Increase your holy defense, reducing damage from sources of holy damage. So that's points in arcane. So attribute governing discovery. So items, right? Item discovery also affects holy defense, vitality. Okay, and certain sorceries and incantations. Faith. Attribute required to perform sacred incantations, also boosts magic power and faith scaling incantations. Intelligence. Attribute required to perform glintstone sorceries. So there's like a different schools of magic involved here. Also boosts magic power of intelligence, scaling sorceries, and improves magic resistance. And then dexterity. Attribute required to wield advanced armaments. Also boosts attack power of dexterity, scaling armaments, reduce casting time of spells, softens fall damage, also makes it harder to be knocked off your horse. So all of these things have their place. All these things have their place, and it really, I guess, you know, it's gonna, until we get in there, you know, we're gonna obviously be able to collect and scale up and apply points just as you would in Dark Souls, but you know, you can kind of build your character around that. But like, for as far as a starter is concerned, you know, I tend to rely real heavily on just being able to do what's like the easiest approach for me, which is always like roll, melee, dodge, things like that. And so I'm more inclined to go like hero, maybe warrior. Vagabond is also kind of interesting to me. Again, the bigger health pool. I'm not a particularly skilled Souls-esque game player, even though this is its own thing. It's still a, you know, FromSoftware title, so and it very much looks to be the little bit that I did watch. I tried not to spoil it for myself today by watching too many early bird streams, but It seems like it plays very, very much like a Dark Souls game, so the vigor might be useful. The wretch is funny. I mean, you just get nothing, but you've got like just really blanket stats, which are, you know, I don't know if that's a better canvas or not. I feel like the kit, the better kit is probably where we want to focus. Yeah, I don't know. Samurai's kind of cool too. Confessor is interesting. I don't know what the weapons are. It doesn't like let you really look. It looks like there's like just a sword and board. So see, I don't know what that far right item is. So I don't know. So a couple things to consider here. I think what we'll do is we'll probably jump in. We're gonna do the. I think we'll probably do like Vagabond. That's kind of how I'm leaning here. It seems like it's got just a nice balanced starter pack, and we can kind of build off of that. Yeah, the stats are super in depth. Yeah, and I'm like just trying to make sense of them, you know, and just kind of figure out what's gonna work. Type A, type B. I'm assuming this means male, and then type B is female, right? Abandon this character. No, we don't want to abandon it. It would be nice if you could just kind of go in and test it and then back off of it, but okay. So let's do Ape Fist. That's me. Body type. Slender body. It looks almost identical. There's not a whole lot of aesthetic customizations there. Yeah, I just, man, F Extra Life is just like, I don't know. The way that they handle their Twitch business is like, I mean, it is what it is, right? But so Origin. So we had a look at, okay, I got it now. So we had a look at it, and now you get to kind of, actually get to pick it here. Profit. Man, look at that. He was like, we broke out of a stockade or something like that. Is that what happened? The samurai armor is dope. I like that. That's cool. Confessor looks cool too. Again, really kind of a nice base of stats. Again, I think I'm really inclined to go Vagabond here. Keepsake. Okay, a medallion inlaid with crimson amber increases maximum HP. So just like the rings, right, in Souls 3. Land between rune, gold. The gold of grace shining in the eyes of the people of the lands between. That's so vague, right? Used to gain many runes. Okay. A golden sea washed ashore from the lands between, said to reinforce sacred flasks. Fanged imp ashes, the ashes of small diminutive golems. Ashes are said to hold spirits within. Cracked pot, the 3 strange cracked pots that somehow mend themselves. A container for certain thrown items. Stone stored key. 2 stone keys shaped like swords. Breaks the seal on imp statues, but can only be used once. Single use items. I don't know about. I feel like you want to have something like that offers more value. Bewitching branch. 5 sacred branches charged with beguiling power, said to originate from the demigod Miquella. Boiled prawn. 5 pieces of boiled prawn boost physical damage negation. And finally, Shabriri's woe. The crazed likeness of a noble whose eyes have been gouged out. Attracts enemies' aggression. I don't know about maybe I'm kind of thinking lands between rune. I think that's kind of what I want. All right, so base template. Who do I most identify with? None of the above. All right, so the most common face of the Tarnished. After all, they were warriors once. Austere pilgrim. I mean, I'm pretty indifferent to this, I guess. Northerner. Detailed appearance. We are mature, grizzled. Can you sample it? Yes, you can. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm done. Okay. So we can be like, wow. Let's just do like a healthy tan. Hair. They give you a lot of choices here. in contrast to previous games. This is kind of where we're at these days. Root darkness. Eyebrow. Look at this, man. Look at all the customization. And you know, it's funny because you can't even see half of it all the time. Give him a long beard. We can. At least I think so. Let's see. Skin features, cosmetics. Cause no, we're not doing the cosmetics. Where's the beard? Where's the beard option? Eye patch. I'm not really interested in an eye patch either. Facial hair. Sorry, I was looking for literally the word beard, not facial hair. Dumbass. I could get down with this. This is all right. All right, very good. That's fine. I'm good with that. I'm fine. That's perfect. All right, that's it. That's us. Yeah, I know, Jay. I was like literally I was looking for the literal word. The literal word beard. Give me one sec here. Okay. Alright, so that's the loadout. Switching to Golden Seed. Based on a recommendation. A golden seed washed ashore from the lands between, said to reinforce sacred flasks. That was actually high up there too. I went with this just because it seemed like a good way to like accumulate more runes, but I'm gonna probably be leaning on flasks pretty heavily. So, all right, we're going in. Cutscene time. Thank you all for being here tonight too. Really appreciate everybody popping in. All right, let's learn about the story.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the Shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater. and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
Okay, chat. Can we just take a second to acknowledge the fact that they actually have a boss that is a literal shit eater? Sorry, just want to point that out.
And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between, to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Okay, so another question that I thought about is,